Hi.
You the one just asking says.
Hello again.
What the 23? '28 core processor.
What is this behavior, Theo?
I know, right?
You going poof without informing Bible Thumb.
It wasn't me.
Anyhow, come well back.
Thanks. Once. $388. $398. $404. Ah. All right, so my wattage has gone down. Okay, Black Friday build, upgraded RAM. Now we're looking at I'm just hesitant. My hesitation is pulling the motherboard.
Full Stack Live says.
Good morning, Theo and chat.
Good morning, Full Stack. If I can get away with just the processor, I'd rather do that. What does an 8-core AMD look like? All Intel.
You the one just asking says,
Dino Dance. I missed Private Paranoia following half an hour ago. I don't know why this is giving me Intel stuff when I have. Well, maybe the motherboard supports both.
Full Stack Live says,
I probably missed the latest developments on your streaming machine.
I have a few Amazon gift cards burning a hole in my pocket. So based on what I have, I'm looking at two options. Upgrading the motherboard and the processor for AMD route is what Tagora suggested, which I think I can get. I can go to 8 cores. That's what I was just looking at. Or looking at just upgrading the processor and keeping my motherboard to an 8 core with thread what? Hyper threading. So that's the one.
I learned yesterday that
Intel.
my CPU gets bogged down if there are problems with my NVIDIA drivers. If they work, my CPU loads is less than 5%. Do you already have a GPU for encoding?
I think I do.
969 says,
I have a third, you could give them to me.
Okay, let me see. I should have those settings here. I can't remember which. Uh-oh.
Kitty says, you're late, only just started Noiki one Angie. Full Stack Live says,
Because if the GPU can basically take all the load, you shouldn't have to upgrade your CPU at all.
GPU is my graphics card, right? So this is it. GeForce GTX 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. 1070. So what did you say was drivers?
Graphics processing unit, yes.
Okay.
Scott 1969 says,
Funny thing, I just bought a Ryzen 5 3600 for my son for his upcoming birthday.
Kitty
Ooh.
says,
Nice.
no GPU is power supply.
Nori. So this is the other thing I'm working against too, is my CPU load. Right. Yep. I'm streaming right now. Okay.
Full Stack Live says,
GTX series is already pretty old. Maybe get a low-end RTX like the 3060 I have.
I don't know. I hadn't looked at graphics cards. That may not be feasible though. But we could take a look.
Scott 1969 says,
Try the AMD cards, they're a little more bang for the buck.
Full Stack Live says,
Thought I'd recommend going for GPU first so you don't try and fix what isn't broken.
I mean, that's not okay. So if you're saying if I get the GPU, that'll take the load down, the load off my CPU. I mean, there's nothing going on. Maybe my settings aren't right.
Kitty says, AMD cards are not good unless AMD CPU for streaming they're not as goods.
AMD cards? AMD GPUs?
Full Stack Live says,
Yesterday, my system didn't load the NVIDIA drivers correctly, and I was stumped by my CPU. AMD Ryzen 9 was at 70%. I got the drivers fixed, and CPU dropped to 3% while streaming. That's a pretty clear outcome, I think.
My drivers are outdated. I don't know if that'll kill my stream or not, but we can do it now.
Scott 1969 says,
Drivers always make a difference.
EVGA, that's what I have currently.
Full Stack Live says,
GPUs are purpose-built A, for 3D and B, for encoding/decoding. That's why they're so important for streaming. to offload the computational load of the encoding.
Kitty says,
That's
I
encouraging.
use CPU encoding Noiki 1 hub. Full Stack Live says,
As does Theo D.
Kitty says, I only have around 11% CPU usage to not 100 kappa. Scott 1969 says,
BRB gotta see if my kids have a snow day or not.
Right on. Mine do.
Full Stack Live says,
At no Oneku, then I imagine you have a CPU with built-in encoding support. It has to happen somewhere, after all.
Drogonov 308 says,
Morning, Dragonoff.
Morning, Theo. Have you been able to get over your grief about the Browns? I'm peepo sad as well. Now who are you rooting for?
No one. I hate them all. I hope they all lose. I'm glad the Steelers lost. That made my weekend. Buffalo, probably. I'd like to see Buffalo go. Definitely not the Chiefs. Oh, but someone's... Wait, is that you with the Buccaneers? Someone likes the Bucks. Yeah, I'd like maybe Baker.
I guess I'm supposed to be rooting for the Lions, as I'm in their state.
Oh,
But
the
man,
Lions,
wouldn't mind
yeah.
seeing the Bills win.
Bills are the Lions, honestly.